Hello there guys, my name is Scytech and welcome to Scytech Productions. In this first review, I'm going to review the ID115 Pedometer. I've been using this pedometer for about 2 months now, and what can I say, I really like it. This is the first pedometer I've ever bought, so I might be a bit biased in this review, but I really liked it. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the specs of this little thing, the ID115. So it has a 0.86 inch OLED touchscreen, which is multi-touch. I have no idea why they call it multi-touch, because the only thing you can actually touch is this little button over here, this one. If you touch it, it will light up and you can circle throughout the menu. But why multi-touch? I have no idea. It can also track steps, calories. It can alert you if you stay too much in one place. It can also give you notifications when you receive a text message or Facebook message or whatever the supported applications are inside the application that comes with the watch. It has a 50 mAh battery, and the application, the Veryfit 2.0, can actually be downloaded from both iOS and Android stores. Okay, so let's talk about some pros and cons and some neutral stuff about the ID115. Okay, so let's talk about the pro stuff first. What is and why you should buy this beautiful little thing. Okay, so one of the pluses that I wrote down is the 7-day plus battery. As in, you can go 7 days plus with only one charge. You don't really need to actually charge it. It has a really good battery. Because of the screen, it does not actually consume so many battery, so you don't really have to charge it that often, which is really good. And even if you have to charge it, it will take like 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and you're actually done. It's fully charged and you can put it back on your wrist and just use it, which is really good. Another beautiful thing and a pro thing about this is that it's so small and beautiful and minimalistic. You can actually use it for fitness, of course, because that's one of the main reasons, but the other one is you can actually just use it in your daily life, as in just wear it wherever you go, because it would go with most of your clothes. It is, as is usual, water and sweat proof, so you don't really have to worry about it getting sweat all over it and just not working after a while, so it's really good. It is also waterproof, but it is mentioned that you shouldn't swim with it or take a shower with it every day. But if you're getting caught in the rain or so, it is going to survive it. There's not going to be any problem. It is a really great entry-level device. Of course, it does lack heartbeat sensor. As you can see, there is nothing there, so that might be a little off-putting to some who are looking for something with a heartbeat sensor. But if you're only, as I said, you're looking for an entry-level device, this could be for you. It is not expensive, it's really cheap. For the amount you can buy it, it's really worth it. Okay, so let's talk about some cons. Okay, so there are missing features, of course. As I talked about, there is no heartbeat sensor and heart rate sensor. So for those who are actually looking for a more capable pedometer, then this might not be for you. There are also some other problems with the display. When in direct contact with light, there are some times that you can't really see what's actually going on, which is really weird. Mostly is with sunlight. I mostly experienced it with sunlight, not in indoor light. And I just went out and I tried to click it and I was like, is it working or is it not working? And I realized that it's the sunshine shining directly onto it and you can't really see anything, which is not the best thing. I was also getting some random Bluetooth disconnects. It really doesn't really matter in a way, because your pedometer, this ID115, just records every step and every activity you do, and then you can just sync it with the application, so it's not a really big thing. Okay, let's talk about some neutral things, which are neither pros and neither cons, somewhere in between, neutral. Okay, so one of the things is the USB charging location, as in where and how do you charge it. So you have to remove this wristband, the part of it, and my problem was, since I got it, that it's really hard to remove, as in I can't really find a good position to remove it properly, because many times I tried and I just knocked everything up off my table, so it's not really good. But of course it is also in a really convenient position. You can just plug it in and that's it. That's easy. After it's done charging, you just put it back and you're done. Sometimes when I'm trying to put on the wristband, sometimes these little things don't really just want to go in. Sometimes just one of them goes in, as you can see, it leaves a little mark, and if I do something, it just falls off, which is not the best thing when you want this and you want to go out for a run or do some other fitness exercises. But of course, once you really do put it on it, then it's not really a problem and it's not going to fall off. Unless you're actually putting it on properly, but you're putting it on too tightly, and in that case it is going to like fall off because you're pushing it too much and you're moving your hand too much, and it's just going to fall off. I experienced it multiple times that it fallen off like that. Unfortunately, its menu is also very limited. As you can see, you have the clock, and first time when you touched it, you had the clock. After that, you have the fitness tracker. If you keep it pressed down for 3 seconds, then you can actually enter into fitness mode. I'm not going to do it because then I have to exit it. After that, you get how many steps you did that day, then how many kilometers that is. Also inside the application, this can be changed into miles, so that's not going to be a problem with anybody. Yes, after that, you can see how many calories you burned that day, how many minutes you've been active. You can also find your phone, as in you hold it down for 3 seconds, and after that your phone is going to give out a ring if it's not put on silent mode, of course. If it's on silent mode, it's just going to vibrate. After that, we're right back at the clock screen, as you can see. So what I mean about the menu being a bit limited is that there's many stuff in there, of course, and you can also add in the camera functions, but it also sometimes it's really weird, as in if I just access it for the clock and then go to see my steps, I cannot go back directly to the clock. I have to cycle through all of the other ones and then I can go back to the clock. I would love to see like a little button or a little like double tap or something and it will go back to the clock or something. That would be really, really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't have it. But as I said, this is not really a really big problem with it, because let's face it, you're not really going it for only the clock. You're mostly going for the pedometer. Another neutral thing is the Veryfit 2.0, the application that comes with the watch itself. The application that comes with it, of course, it was made for this wristband and this type of wristband, and it has everything you actually need. It can also sync with your Apple Health account, and it's really, really convenient. But as I saw, you can really sync it with other applications, such as Pacer or MyFitnessPal. And that's a tad bit annoying, but at least they do have a dedicated application, which is doing what it has to do. Just like the ID115. It is a really good entry-level smartwatch in a way, a pedometer that you can use every day of your life, and it will take off the strain of your phone counting each of your steps, and it will, this way maybe your phone battery will not deplete for an extra hour, which is always worth it for the little money this thing costs. Okay, if you like this video and you want to buy this little thing, I've left some links down below which you can check out. And if you like my review, you can also subscribe to my channel. I'm planning on doing a lot more reviews because I really like doing it. I will see you in the next video.